Welcome back. Most parents know that car seats are the best way to keep their children safe while on the road, but knowing the specifics of what to look for can be confusing, and many of us need a little help, or at least some reminders. Katie Saltz and Caitlin Silvestri Ellis here to answer some important but very common questions about car seats. Ladies, thank you so much for coming. And first of all, I'm very surprised that a vast majority of car seats aren't being used correctly, I hear.
That is true. Unfortunately, you know, when you go to the store, there's so many options. When you open that manual, it's so many pages.
Right.
I think as parents, we get overwhelmed with all the information, and it's easy to just get it in there and go about your day.
Sure.
And so September 18th is the start of Child Passenger Safety Week. So we thought that was a really good time to reach out and maybe give a little refresher to parents to make sure that they are using the best, safest practices. So Caitlin is a child passenger safety technician. And that means
certified.
She is certified and has trained for all this information.
Okay.
And so she's here to give us a couple tips today, just go over the basics of how to choose the right seat for your child's age and size, and then how to properly strap them in.
Yeah, and there are things that you need to specifically look for. I know that I've heard of people going to maybe the local fire department to get help putting the car seats in, but there's so much more to it, and that's a bit of a myth, right, Caitlin?
Yeah, absolutely. You need to go see a child passenger safety technician. There are some firefighters who are certified, but you need to actually go and look it up and make sure that the person is actually certified.
Okay, so what are some of the things that people may be doing wrong when it comes to car seats?
Sure. So the basics are all children under the age of 2 should be in a rear-facing car seat.
Sure.
They should remain rear-facing until they have outgrown their convertible car seat, which doesn't usually happen until they're around 40 to 50 pounds, just depending on the car seat. After that, they should remain in a 5-point harness like this one over here.
Okay.
Until they have outgrown that one, which happens anywhere from 5 to 8 years old. It just depends on the size of the child. After that, they should remain in a booster seat until they can pass the 5-step test, which is their back will lie flat against the vehicle seat, their knees are bent at the edge of the vehicle seat, the shoulder or the seat belt itself will actually lie low on the hips, and the seatbelt will lay across the collarbone, not touching the neck and not getting off of the shoulder there.
Sure.
And then the most important thing is that they can actually sit still for the entire ride.
So there's a bit of a maturity component here before you can move the kids out of the car seat and out of the booster seat and just into the car.
It doesn't actually happen until around 10 to 12 years old, just depending on the child.
Absolutely.
And
so
there is a Kentucky state law about how long a child must stay in a booster seat now.
Right.
Yeah, the Kentucky state law actually states 8 years or 57 inches as a minimum.
Okay, so that's just a general guideline, but if you have questions, you should find someone who's certified in this like you, right, Caitlin? Yeah. And what's the best way that people can find you?
Sure, so I work through Baby Moon. You can contact Baby Moon directly. I also have a Facebook page, and we'll link all that stuff, so you can find that on the website.
You can hop on Baby Bump Lexington. We have a link to a directory where you can find a local CPST.
Perfect.
We have links to the Safe Kids Coalition has a car seat check twice a month, and Caitlin will be doing a car seat check on September 24th at Baby Moon.
Okay, perfect. So if you have any questions at all, better to just come by, ask them, make sure that you are completely sure, because there's nothing as important as your child's life. And you know, cars can be very dangerous. You want to make sure that they are restrained properly.
Absolutely.
Ladies, thank you so much for coming and for this great information. We appreciate it.
Yeah.
We're back with your news headlines coming up after this.